Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here to support our family nurse practitioners. So, without further ado, we will get started. And we will introduce our graduating family nurse practitioners. A big round of applause to our graduates.
Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all friends, family, faculty, and honored guests joining us both in person and virtually to the California State University Stanislaus Masters of Science in Nursing Family Nurse Practitioner Hooding Ceremony. My name is Harpreet Bapari, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak today and be a part of Cohort 3 with such amazing colleagues. Today, we celebrate reaching this stage as the class of 2021, after long years of strenuous work. Today, we begin a new chapter in our lives. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Legacy Health Endowment, in partnership with Livingston Community Health and CSU Stanislaus, for creating the FNP Master's Degree Program and giving us the opportunity to become primary care providers in the Central Valley. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, we ask all guests and speakers to keep their masks on and socially distance. At the end of the ceremony, we will meet friends and family outside. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest here today for opening remarks. College of Science Dean David Evans and School of Nursing Director of the graduate program, Dr. Carolyn Martin. Unfortunately, Dr. Martin is unable to attend in person, but will be present with us via Zoom. We want to thank Dr. Martin for all that she has done for us and this program. We truly could not have done this without you. So here is Dean David Evans.
Congratulations. Provost Ogle was scheduled to speak this evening, and he asked me to convey his apologies. He regrets that he can't be here. He sincerely wants to convey his congratulations to you, but an urgent problem kind of bubbled up late this afternoon, and I think when you're provost, all problems end up bubbling up to you. I share his congratulations and his sense of pride in your accomplishments. In a few minutes, you're going to be hooded. This is an event that in academia is an important symbol. The hoods themselves date back to the 15th century when the hoods were the equivalent of a diploma. They showed that you had achieved a level of mastery in your discipline. Once the printing press was developed and diplomas were distributed by paper, then the hoods became much more symbolic, but they're important nonetheless. It's fair to say that for me and most faculty members, the proudest moments of our academic careers are hooding graduates that we have helped succeed in their goals. And I know that Carolyn is terribly disappointed that she can't be here today to participate in that. I have the honor of standing in for her. So this hood that you're about to get is a great gift. Accept it with humility and pride. And if you're taller than me, stoop down a little bit. I wish you inspiring and fulfilling careers. Give of yourself, care for yourself, and be resilient in a world of change. And live a life of gratitude. Congratulations. And if you're taller than me, scoot down a little bit.
And now opening remarks by Dr. Carolyn Martin via Zoom.
Fulfilling career. Give of yourself, care for yourself, and be resilient. Live a life of gratitude.
Good evening and welcome. I'm very sorry that I'm not able to attend.
And now opening remarks by Dr. Carolyn Martin via Zoom.
Good evening. Good evening and welcome. It's with great pride on behalf of Stan State and the School of Nursing that we are hooding our third cohort of family nurse practitioner students. Good evening and welcome. You are here this evening because of the students' perseverance and self-discipline in completing this important milestone in their lives. The hood that they will receive tonight is reserved for those individuals who have attained an academic degree beyond the bachelor's degree. The hood denotes scholarly and professional achievements. The color apricot is for nursing. None of these students would be here today if it wasn't for the support of our community, and most importantly, their family and friends. Our students are diverse, reflecting the communities that the university serves, and many are first-generation undergraduate and graduate students. This program is supported by Stan State staff and faculty and preceptors from a long list of agencies and clinics. Many students face negative challenges while in the program. We dealt with COVID, lost important people in our lives, and had to adjust to changes in work within our community and at Stan State. It is a rigorous program, and they accomplished it due to their tenacity and resilience. There is a severe global and local healthcare workforce shortage that contributes to health disparities in our community and beyond. Many students will be working as FNPs in areas of dire need of providers. We are proud to have played an important role in adding providers to assist with the healthcare needs of our community. I am confident that you are looking at nurse leaders who will lead us into the future of nursing. These students have a remarkable depth of talent and passion and a personal commitment to excellence. We are honored to know them. To you, Cohort 3, I want to challenge you to take on a leadership role in your profession and in your community. You are unique. Only 13% of nurses hold a master's degree and 1% have doctoral degrees. We need your leadership in this complicated world, your knowledge and your critical thinking skills, not only to our profession, but in the communities where you live. To the class of 2021, congratulations on your accomplishments. It has been a pleasure to make this journey with you, and I wish you much success in the years to come. Best wishes and congratulations.
love you, Dr. Martin. Thank you for those opening remarks, Dean Davis, Evans, and Dr. Martin. Friends and family, Cohort 3 would like to give you a round of applause because you truly deserve it. For putting up with our anxiety attacks, late night venting sessions, and for those moments where we felt like giving up. Thank you for always being there for us throughout the program. We truly couldn't have done this without your support and unconditional love. We promise to spend more time with you all from now on, apart from studying for boards. For this part of the ceremony, we would like to play a special presentation for you all. I would now like to take this opportunity to introduce Congressman Josh Harder. Representative Josh Harder's agenda involves improving our healthcare system in our community by expanding access to healthcare and lowering healthcare costs. This resonates with our goals as future primary care providers in the Central Valley. In our program, we learned about the importance of health policy and how we could advocate for our community by speaking to our local Senate and Assembly members regarding health bills. Cohort 3 would like to thank Congressman Josh Harder for being present with us today and representing our community.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Harpreet, and huge congratulations to our incredible 13 graduates. And congratulations to all of you, the friends and family, for helping support them through this challenging program and getting them across the finish line here today. I am thrilled to be here for two reasons. One is because one of the most important challenges that we have in our community here in the Valley is a shortage of medical professionals. Every day, we have folks who have a struggle actually getting an appointment to see the medical professional that they need. They may spend months actually getting that appointment. When they actually get it, they may have to drive over the Altamont or go to Sacramento or Fresno in order to actually get the care that they need. The solution to that problem are these folks right here today. Folks that care about our community enough to step up to serve. This is the way we fix it. I mean, you all have the skills, you have the knowledge, and most important, you have the dedication and the empathy for our community, and that's what we desperately need right now. COVID has exposed some of the cracks in our healthcare system that were there well before COVID ever happened. When our beds were at 100% ICU bed capacity across our community, it wasn't because we didn't have the bed space, it's because we didn't have enough nurses. We didn't have enough folks that had the training to step up and make sure that our community actually got all the help that it needs. That's why today is such an exciting moment. The second reason why I think it's so exciting is because healthcare is most effective when it is delivered by folks who understand our community. We're not importing nurse practitioners from San Francisco or Los Angeles or halfway across the country or the world. We're training them right here. And some of these folks may go outside our community. They may take their skills lots of different places. But ultimately, this program has trained you to understand this community that we all love. And that is so essential. There's peer-reviewed evidence out there that healthcare is so much better when it is delivered by somebody who truly understands the challenges that our community is going through every day. Somebody that looks like our community, somebody that grew up in our community, and that's why today is, I think, such a really important step forward, because you all understand what makes our community here in the Central Valley so special. So I'm here to just give you some certificates of congressional recognition. Unfortunately, these don't have the 15th century history that the dean said about the hooding ceremony that we're going to be going in. But I think it's still an important recognition that showcases the work that you've been through. And this is straight from the presses of the U.S. Congress in Washington, D.C. So I'll name off all of our graduates, and if you wouldn't mind coming up just briefly to grab this certificate, that'd be terrific. First up, we have Harpreet Boparai. Congratulations. Next up, Jasmine Dhaliwal Samra. Grace Duenas. Next up, Amandeep Chahal. Melissa Barcelos. Kim Little. Nelu Lal. Oscar Perez Verduzco. James Carroll. Don Vieira. Robin Fredeking. Thank you so much. We'll leave these with a backup to you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Congressman Josh Harder, for your kind words and certificates. Cohort 3 has nurses which come from various medical backgrounds. from intensive care to flight nursing. Each and every one of us has learned so much about each other, and we all share a common goal: to give back to our communities and increase access to medical care. I would now like to take this opportunity to introduce our student speakers and my amazing, talented, smart colleagues, Oscar Perez and Donald Vieira.
I'm going to go ahead and pull this up just for reference real quick. But first and foremost, I want to go ahead and thank everybody for coming here today to help me celebrate James's 30th birthday. So it's an extra special day for him, so I got him this bagel. And we're going to go ahead and light the candle after, and then we can probably split it if you like. All right? All right, so secondly, what I want to do is talk about my classmates. I think it's been a very interesting and important journey that we've gone through, but I think I want you guys to be able to have an idea of what your loved ones have been up to these past 2 years. So I want to go ahead and start with the ladies. So obviously we have Harpreet. Harpreet is amazing. As a lot of you family already know, she became our class rep. And then she practically became the glue that held our cohort together. So just plain and simple, she was wonderful. Jasmine, right next to her, she was the baby of the group, but she also was Harpreet's enforcer. So they kind of ran the cohort, and if we didn't do as they said, then we would kind of have to face the consequences. Grace, next to her, she was someone that joined us from a previous class, and it was a pleasure to have her. She was very kind of like the mother presence that kind of helped balance things out amongst all the other kind of young folks and stuff. And she also did a lot of work with Harpreet to help put this event together. So everything that you see here, primarily it's Harpreet and Grace as well. So I wanted to give them credit. Amandeep and Melissa. So they're like the dynamic duo right over here. So they're the two people that you want to go ahead and have near you so you can have a good time, laugh, and get absolutely nothing done. So, but they also gave me great advice. They went ahead and shared with me some, I guess more of a warning. Apparently there's women out there that will lose or misplace wedding rings. I don't know if you guys knew about this. So they can get larger ones every time. So I think Amandeep is like on her 4th ring. This thing's like a rock. And I don't know where Melissa's husband is, but I think she's working on trying to get her 2nd. So just be careful. You might want to split them apart. We have Kim. Kim, also amazing, a pleasure to have around. She has experience as a hospice nurse, so she was a person that was very nice to be able to get that input and that experience and background from her. So she was someone that taught us that even that we can win them all, and even in death, if under the right circumstances, even death can be beautiful. And speaking of death, Nilu works in the ICU. So her patients are dying all the time. She's also works in the memorial with me. I've given a report to her maybe like once, maybe twice. It was always super nerve-wracking. Even though I knew her, it's just ICU and the ER don't always seem to get along. But I know that every time I left her floor, my patient was still alive when I left them there. So if something happened after that, it was not on us. Then I want to go ahead and talk about my buddy James. So James became kind of like my partner in crime. It was also someone that everyone really loved. And it's his personality and a lot of different traits about James that made him so well liked. But I think the biggest thing is the fact that he looks so cuddly. You just kind of want to be nice and be around James. Don, we have here in the back. He was our fountain of wisdom, especially for us younger guys. He was always giving us advice, supporting us. Even when he didn't believe things could get done or believed in himself, he was always encouraging us to do better and telling us that we could do this. So Don was our biggest cheerleader, I would say, and it was also a pleasure to be around him this last 2 years. Finally, today we also have Robin. So I kind of didn't like Robin at first, and he doesn't know this, but he can be kind of cocky, you know? And I'm kind of cocky, so I was like, dude, who is this guy, right? But it took very little for me to figure out that Robin talks a lot because he knows a lot, and everything he says, he can back it up. He's one of the smartest people that I've ever met, and I truly respect him. He also became sort of a mentor for all of us, and practically kind of like a tutor in some sense, where we needed him. There is 2 other classmates that couldn't join us today that are also graduating. Shabana, who was brilliant, and I hope they're watching. She was giving, I would say she would give Robin a run for his money. And Ardeep, who was so cool, like the guy is just so cool. Like, he's so cool, he decided to just skip this thing altogether. He's like, he just didn't want to come, and he had no reason, right? So that's kind of what, I guess, a picture of kind of what the cohort was like. And I just want to say that it's been a pleasure. These last 2 years, it's been an honor. I'm glad I got to share this experience with all of you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you will all accomplish in the future. And I want to wish you all the best of luck on whatever your future endeavors might be. All right, thank you very much.
Well, as Oscar made it known, I'm obviously many decades older than him. Since he had a little tiny phone and I had to do this big giant font on my paper. So we had spoken about what we were going to talk about, and I think it was a nice breakup, him talking about the class, and I was going to talk about the larger picture. And I'm going to have some thank yous, and there's no particular order. Whether you were first or the last one, you are just as important as the first one. So please realize that. So first I wanted to thank the institution of CSU Stanislaus. They provided the cohort with the tools for success. There was a war, there were riots, there was a pandemic, and the school could have very easily just closed down and shut the program down, and we were all concerned about that. And the school took tremendous measures to make sure that we found preceptors, found facilities that would take us in during this difficult time. And it was amazing. They adapted, they were flexible and fluid with the numerous changes that came almost daily from CDC on what we can do, where we could go, and how it could be done. So this was really a wonderful thing. So I really appreciate what everybody at CSU Stanislaus had done so this class could be successful. The School of Nursing, what an effort the faculty made. It was just unbelievable. They secured preceptorships. They were very mindful toward the struggles. Many of us did get COVID. I myself, and getting very sick, and my wife almost dying. And a lot of us had friends that passed away from it. So they were very understanding. They worked with us, and they made the necessary adjustments. They went above and beyond to give every one of us the opportunity to be successful and to get through this program. The tutors, we were encouraged by Dr. Martin to go to the tutoring center, and that offering is unusual, especially when it's free. So that was just wonderful, and I know there's no way I would have completed my paper if it had not been for the tutoring center, which was just filled with wonderful people. So really appreciative. And then we have the preceptors and the facilities who took the risk, because whenever you get a student, there is a high risk involved, and we're working at a much higher level of care, despite all of us being nurses. And they took a big risk on us, and we were mentored and able to perform a lot of things that we would not have been allowed as nurses to do, and under their supervision. And that was really the heart of where you put the training in school and you put it to a clinical setting, and to see what your hands could do. So that was really wonderful. And then I want to really thank, and this is a huge thank you to the donors to the school. If it wasn't for the donors, we wouldn't have probably this beautiful auditorium. We wouldn't have had the material needs for the program. There's a lot of expense in a program like this, and for a nursing program, that the donors just really make up that gap. They help those who may have had the passion to want to be a nurse or a nurse practitioner, but didn't have the means to afford the tuition. So very appreciative of them. Their investment will pay off. This is a wonderful group of people, and I am just humbled to have been with them, even though I was the oldest guy with arthritis. So next, we're going to have, I think Dr. Martin is going to speak again on Zoom, Harpreet? No? Okay, I guess she's not. Well, thank you.
All right, so now the part of the ceremony that we've all been waiting for. So, Dean David Evans and Dr. Mary Jo Stanley.
Harpreet Bopari. Jasmine Samran. Grace Duenas. Amandeep Shahal. Melissa Barcelos. Kim Little. Nilu Lau. Oscar Perez. James Carroll. John Vieira. Robin Fredeking. And another big round of applause for our Master of Science in Nursing. Well, we're almost near the end, guys. In closing, the recent pandemic has shown the world the visible impact nurses have on society. As frontline workers, you have demonstrated true heroism. As you are all practicing nurses, I want to take a moment and applaud your efforts as nurses these last 18 months during COVID. Thank you for what you do. Unexpected. I threw that in as a surprise. All right, you guys can sit. We're not done yet. As family nurse practitioners, you will continue to use evidence to support change and research, improving patient care outcomes. And you will continue to prioritize the health and well-being of our communities. We look forward to the difference you will make in our communities and the lives that you will touch. Remember, nothing happens without a purpose. Every experience you have in this lifetime was written for you to grow into the light you were meant to become. Susie Kassem. Congratulations on your accomplishment. That concludes our ceremony.